Hello, so now we're carrying on and moving with the different views you can create in SharpCloud, and the next one we're going to go on to is the timeline view. So again, SharpCloud is not a project management tool, but it can create some very effective timelines visually and simply for you to review and understand and hopefully make better informed decisions. So here we are on the 3D view, so I'm going to create a new view, save as. And there it is, just created. I'm going to change it to timeline. So this is the timeline view, which is a simple Gantt timeline. Okay, so as it says, it shows the start and the duration of those. I'm going to save that. On the background, I'm just going to select none at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to take that out so it just goes black so we can see there. And I'm just going to save, and I'm going to make the sizing of it just all the same and just bring them down slightly. Okay, do that. There we go. Okay, so what we have here now is let me just get that out of the way, is the items of where they start here shown, and if I hover over it, you can see it starts on the 28th of July 2014. If we unlock this, we can move things around, so the start date changes, so you can slide it up and down like so on the timeline view. The other thing that you can do, which is not really relevant just to the timeline, it's just when you kind of categories, you can move them from one category to another. See how the category changes? I don't think I've mentioned that to you before, but just so you can see that. Obviously I just need to update that a minute, say this is the timeline view, so we remember. Okay, so that's that done there. Now on this one, while we're in here, what I can now do is I can show it as time bars. So now I've moved that as time bars. I'm just going to save that, and this will now show us as time bars. And you notice there's different durations. This is set on the duration day. So if I just open that up a moment, so again, when you click on it, it does open. And if we go to the metrics here, we can see the start date is the 22nd of June, and the duration is 1 month. Now I can change it here, I can edit it here if I want to, and I can just maybe put that out to 24 months, for example. And if I do that and save that, and it's saving, and we just click out, so that has extended. Now another way you can do it, and I'll do it on this one here, I'll just move this up a little bit, you can click onto the edge of this and then pull out like so. Okay, so that's that. And when I click within that, notice how the timelines down here have automatically readjusted themselves for the earliest, or for the item that starts, to the last one on this one over here. Okay, so if I just show you again, if I just bring these in a moment, and I'll just bring that one in, maybe just to this one here. Okay, so notice now how the timelines down here changed, and they reschedule, so we get the maximum kind of landscape on our screen to see that, but we've reduced it. And if I move and slide the timelines out from here to here, okay, so we can see here that we're going on our five-year timeline. We can now see obviously there's a gap between here, and there's nothing happening in 2016. You also notice down the bottom here we have a bit of a logarithmic where we've got more space as we go along, and it gets narrowed on the bottom. If I want to, I can hone in on a specific time, and if I do that, we get more granularity, so you can see now that it's changing into months. And so now we're looking from July 2012 through to 2013 and up to July, August in this one here. And as I bring it out, so they change accordingly. One last thing we can do on this one is on the sizing. So again, if we just look at percentages complete, we can size that, and we might just want to, in this instance, up the size a little bit because we're using bar charts. So not only do you see the start and the duration, but you can also just see relatively that this one is more complete than this one here. This one here is more complete than that one there, when you would think, well, maybe that's a problem because this one starts earlier. So again, very visually we can see things quickly. As I mentioned, this is a simple way of looking at things, and we could put some relationships into this. I'll just add one very quickly so you can see there might be a very simple start to finish, and it might be on this one here, and I create a complete item 1, or sorry, not complete, start item 1 first. Okay, and I'll just put that in. That's done. So now what it's showing me is the relationship, and when we go from here and we look, you can now see there's a comment in between this one here, and when we click back out, it just goes back again. So again, you could show other relationships, so this could be a key activity linking to all these other ones, and we'll look at that more closely when we do relationships. So hopefully that gives you a good overview of the timeline. It's nice and simple to help you to look at things in a much more easier way. Again, it's just a filtering down, just to show you very quickly. You know, if you just only want to look at one things again on your timeline view, by using that you can now just see the items related to the strengths. Okay, that's it. Again, if you'd like to find out more about how you can use the timeline view, and as I mentioned in the email, you can have this automatically updating from your current project management and portfolio management systems using the SharpCloud API. We'd be happy to talk to you about that and look at maybe doing a proof of concept. So all you have to do is click the button next to this video and request either some advice or a workshop or a proof of concept, and I'll be able to help you out. Thanks very much. Bye.